So it's 2022 election time, yeehaw. It's going to be on November 8th. But I have a mail-in ballot. Comes in an envelope that looks a lot like this. Inside it, there's the return envelope. The actual ballot, I'll open that up in a minute. And a couple of other little bits of paper. This one's a booklet. It's got all kinds of interesting stuff. Not everything in there I care about. Different cities. So the election covers all kinds of different things. There are two sides on the ballot. There's a bunch of propositions here that I'm supposed to be looking at, studying carefully, deciding what's what. This is the back side. There's judges all the way down here. I'm supposed to say yes or no for judges. I know what's going on. Front side now. More judges, whole slew of them. Court of Appeals judges, Supreme Court judges, back to the bottom. More propositions, questions. Ooh, there's questions. There's a school board. Various things. I've got to look at these. Nonpartisan ballot. Oh yeah, the Arizona water conservation. That's a hot topic. Clerk of the court. See, we are running out of water in Arizona. County attorney. Now we're starting to get mine inspector, public instruction, treasurer, attorney general, secretary of state, state rep for District 9. That's the district I'm in. State senator for us. The governor. Congress 4, okay. That must be the House, the US House. And this is the US Senate. There's one seat coming up for the US Senate as well. So I've got to look through all the various booklets on all this stuff, figure out who to vote for, and get it in. Now, I just can't imagine going to the polls, being presented with one of these ballots and saying, okay, guy, just go over there and fill it out. Oh, yeah. I haven't looked at anything. Is there anything I should know? Oh, wow. So they have these books here. There's 3 booklets. I'll go through them briefly right now. So here's a for example. So in the first one, the brown book that came with the voting document, there's this thing here. So in Arizona, we're allowed to propose our own laws and things, supposedly. But you have to collect like over 100,000 signatures, well over 100,000 signatures, to get that through the Senate and everywhere, get it passed. And this thing says, if you don't do it just so, and the Supreme Court says, no, you did it wrong, it gives them the right to change everything, take away all the money, throw out what was written and put in whatever they want into this proposition. Yeah, you know, that really doesn't sound very good, does it? So, well, we have to look through this very, very carefully. And most of that stuff is in this book over here. So here is that proposition 128. They've printed most of it out. We did a few little technical corrections like percent instead of percent and gee whiz. But the important stuff is here. They put it in capitals and it lets them do things. But look at this book. This is all we're supposed to go through, this whole book for all the different propositions, read them, understand them, read the arguments for and against, and then vote. You can't do that in a booth. That is utterly ridiculous. You're just voting party line if you go to the booth, and you're just voting if you're being told to vote instead of thinking about it. And it's all the same. There's more stuff over here. There's another book here. So this book is mostly about the town I live in, Mesa. It's only got 500,000 people. So yeah, they get to do things on their own. And then this book over here gives you some background on some of the people in the election, from the governor on down. for you to have a look at and see if you agree with them. So they have bios in there of what they do. It's in 2 languages as well. So, for example, here's a page. I'm supposed to look through these and decide what to do based on what they say in their short little speech. Here's the governor one. So all in all, voting is not a trivial thing unless you just vote the party line, do what you're told, put it on, or you can think about it and actually do a proper vote, but that takes a lot of time. So that's what I'll probably be doing the next day or so, going through all this lot, seeing what to vote for and what to vote against. But there it is, 2022 vote. And the Republicans wanted to do away with mail-in balloting. I don't see how that's going to work. Of course, the thing I've forgotten to mention about all of this is the various mailings we get in the mail, delivered by the post office, and of course, all the ads on TV. It's almost continuous around dinner time. Just continuous ads against one person, against another person. They mostly seem to be negative. And it's just going on and on and on without end. Oh. And as soon as this one's over, I bet they'll start. There's only 2 years to the next general election for president.